Hello everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel. So today's video, do I say welcome back to the Choo channel. So today's video, and by the way, if you're new to the channel, please do leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you turn on that notification bell icon so you get to be the first to see our new videos whenever we post one. Okay, so today's video we're going to be creating yet another beautiful, modern, sleek looking site, and this is more like a creation site whereby people can come and post their their kits, their website templates alongside the file. Probably you've created this website, or probably you've created this logo, probably you've created something digital, and then you want to sell it. And then this is kind of what this site does. So you can post it alongside with a file of that as asset. Okay, so let me give you a quick tour and a quick demo of what this site all about. So here, as you can see right here, so clean and neat title. And also if I zoom a little bit in Word, you're going to see it's like this on a very large screen, like extra large screen. This is how it looks like on a very extra large screen. But if we go a little bit further, like maybe 90% or maybe 100, so this is your large screen, like the normal large screen. And as you can see, we have a very slick and different UI. And I mean, this text came from the side up to the top, and if I can zoom in a little bit, you can see the text went back to its side. This is overall the larger screen. So that one to something I want to keep update you guys on. And also these images right here are they can be moved from left to right as well. And I made these this one and this one right here, from the left and to the right. The middle one is dynamic. So my initial goal was to make it was to make this image like what's it called, like the pictures of what your digital product is all about. You maybe you have a site and you want to take some screenshots of that website, like 3 or 4 of them, so you can advertise them right here. So anyone who comes here and they will see the site, they'll be like, oh, I like this one, so they can check the pictures out, that kind of a thing. That what I did here. And also here is the display of the tools used for creating this site, so people know what they are they want to buy, so they just don't go in and like say, oh, this person didn't state what they are selling in the first place. But this is all static for now, but probably if you want to take this a little bit way more advanced, you can implement the functionality, but I just want to stick with this one. So if I click on this website template, it's going to get me to the templates area where you can see all of different templates. But for now, I just did enable one by default. So the thing right now about this site is that only the admin can post, only the admin can sell digital stuff. Just like this is my personal branding space, I'm the one who will sell stuff. I don't want any other person to come post their work, but you can implement that functionality as well if you want to, so people come here and post their stuff. But that was the intention in the first place, but I just don't know why I restricted it to be like only the admin can do that for now. And also what's JavaScript design, and here you can see a lot of other descriptions and all of those things if you are looking for one. And here also, who is this for? You can see different entrepreneurs, you can see hustlers, you can see early stage startup, and also the rest. And also right here, who is behind JavaScript, who is behind this as well. You can write your own stuff right there. And also here we've got some contact form if you want to reach out to the admin of this site. So that's not just all. So as well as this one, but I didn't create anything right here because this is just something you can implement on your own. And for the second part of this is that I want to like go to the admin dashboard, whereby you see uh, how how the admin can post, make a post, and all of that. Okay, so just like that, because I don't want anyone to visit that URL, so I can route myself to that URL if I want to. So as you can see over here, we have got like one product, and one of these products, three of them is inactive, but one of them is active, which is this one is active. So we've got like three of them. These are the titles, and these are the what's it called? These are the prices, and as well is the product. So you get all the asset files attached to it if you want to. So what I'm going to do next is that I'm going to make sure I activate one. Like on the home page, as you can see, there's only one product, which is this one. So I want to activate this one. So if I activate it, then you'll see in a second this change. As you can see, two inactive, which is this one, and the two of them are active. Like you can see here, I can deactivate this one as well, and it's like deactivates, and I can activate it back as well. So if I activate probably three of them, so I just want to activate three of them and go back to the home page. As you can see, voila, we've got three extra products right here, and this one sells for $120, and this one sells for $60, and this one sells for $600. Oh wow, that's amazing. You selling a template for $600? That's cool. Okay, so okay, now I want to click on one of them, and let's see what's in there. As you can see, voila, we've got a nice looking ID user, like we've got a nice looking route for a specific this is like all dummy, it's not real. Like obviously if you want to sell a template, you've got to make it way more like a template thing, not like this. I'm just taking this for example, so you can add the pictures and also write the description of how many pages, how many hours it took you, the benefits of why you need this, all of that stuff you can write them as well, right? So here are the tools used. I once told you from the start, and they've got like a Figma and Next.js. So here you can choose to buy these kits. So might be here we're not adding this functionality, but here maybe on our next project to come in the future, in the next project to come, probably in the future, probably next video, I don't know, but of course I'll definitely make a video where I connect things like this with Stripe or with some payment gateway, whereby we can when we click on buy this kit, it's going to redirect us to somewhat like a page whereby we can buy this. So that will be coming up soon, hopefully. And also you can download the product. So once you're able to buy it, once you're able to buy this template, then this button right there will be activated. But for now, you can just click on it, and you're going to see our product getting this getting downloaded. uh, it's taking a little bit of time, as you can see, right? As you can tell, it's CSS version 4.0 beta, and exactly the title right here. As you can see, it's right there. It did download it, so let me just delete that one because I don't need it. It's just a file that was attached to this. That was what I was telling you about, the digital product itself. You can download it. So if I go back to the home page, as you can see, here is a list of all the products, and here you can view each of them one after the other. So right here, as you can see, this is another one, and you can don't believe this price because I didn't format it, but of course that's something we will do when we are making a tutorial. So you can click on download as well, and of course you're going to see this one right here. I say, so it's going to take the title of this whole thing. Maybe you name it a very different title. You give it a different title, so it's going to be that same thing you download. Once you download it, you're going to be that same name. Okay, so let me just delete it because I don't need it. So the next thing you will want to get to see is the like I said, the admin page. We already visited it, and of course you can delete a product. So like this one, let me just delete this one. So let me delete. As you can see, I deleted it. So we've got two right here. I can go back to the admin. So this is a very restricted route, so that's why I never added it to, you know, to all of the routes out there. So only the admin will be able to know what kind of route he's heading to, so he can manually type it right there. So here we deleted one. There were four before, for now it's just three of them. So as well as any of this one. So I can deactivate it as well and deactivate it as well. Let's see, if I deactivate all three of them, if we go back to the home page, you see it says coming back soon, come back soon. So as well we can deactivate all the products. So by default, when they submit, when the admin submits a product, or probably if you want to make it more customizable, you might want to say like maybe once make the posting of the stuff to be public. So once ever everyone submit their, you know, their products, you can do a review of that product before you accept it into your website, you know. So we can delete this one as well, and that is gone. We can go back to the admin page like so, and let's see, of course, so that is it for the admin stuff. And also we can post a product. As you can see, post on daily UI. So here, over here, you can add a title. Let me just use the previous one I was using, and Prettier plugin, I don't know, but let me check my Prettier plugin. It's not, okay, Tailwind is not Tailwind, so let me use this one, and also let me just what's the price? Maybe I won't sell this one at $40. What tools I use the Wix, and also I use the Figma. And for the write-up, I'm just going to grab all of this write-up because I'm out of suggestion. I don't know what to use, so I'm just going to grab those. And by the way, this is a very good text editor, and if you don't know, it's a Tiptap text editor. If you want to, I'll show you guys how to customize all of these. And so just this image, you can, you know, copy the image as well. As you can see, it does accept an image as well. If you really want to know, you can paste the what's it called, where is it? We've got the image there, but right now it's kind of not working. Let me see, let me paste it. Probably it needs some connection, so let me just connect to my internet. Let me just kind of delete it for now. Let me go back and copy this one. Okay, so let me go back and paste the image right here. As you can see, we've got an image right here being pasted, all looking clean. We can move it a little bit up, and you know, that kind of a thing. We can move it up if we want to, and we can as well grab all of these. So the rich text editor is very clean and it's doing a great job like it should, and then you can paste all of this as well as we can grab this image. Let me go back. We can copy this image. What's this? Okay, we can copy this one. So I just don't want to do much, just paste this one right there. As you can see, we have that as well there. So was it next? There are lots of other stuff right there, so I'm just going to grab. By the way, I'm going to make a video on this Tailwind CSS version 4 that already came out, so you guys should stay tuned. We're going to build some amazing beautiful UI with it, and yep. So as you can see, we have stuff. The rich text editor is accepting images, it's accepting a lot of stuff. As you can see, it has all of this customization as well if you want to. So we're gonna hit submit, and hopefully it went through. And now you can see, be like, oh, where's what was just submitted? Where's it? Well, by default, like I said, everything is going to be what's it called? Everything is going to be until the admin accept it, else it's not going to work. And as you can see, the latest of them all is this one we just created. And if I activate it, then it's been activated. If we go back to the home page, of course, here it is. As you can see, we sent it to be $40. So when you click on it, just so we can see what we actually sent, as you can see, we have our stuff right here, all of it formatted like it should, and everything look pretty much the same as it should. Okay, and then we can download it. Just give it a sec, and you're going to see it right here appearing on the top screen right there, top right screen right there. So yeah, so this is what we are going to be building, and if there's any other what's it called, any other features that we needed, then I will show you guys along the way as we build. As you can see, it's kind of downloaded it, and so yeah, this is something, it's a real software service kind of way of you can turn it into it, and it will all be cool. You can make lots of bucks with it, and without further ado, let's jump right straight to the video. Okay, so on this section we created a brand new project, and these are the packages we're going to be needing for the project. And so make sure you install all this, make sure you pause the video, and you make sure you install all of these packages. Okay, and one more thing, please guys, do support this channel. Do not download our videos. Please do make sure you watch our videos right on YouTube. Okay, and make sure you don't download our videos, because this won't help us to keep growing. So when you watch our video, it encourages us to keep on producing, making more content for you guys. So please do not download our videos, because it doesn't help us, and that will not encourage us to keep on making our videos in the future. So these are the packages you need, and make sure you pause the video and you download each of them one after the other. And that's all that you need. And the next thing you need is, as well as let me see, you need this function, but probably if you don't want this function, you can download the what's it called, the Tailwind. Let me just search for it. You can download it with scroll bar height. Yeah, if you can get the Tailwind scroll bar height. That is something I use. So Tailwind CSS scroll something, scroll height, something like that. So I just don't want I have this one. You can download this Tailwind scroll bar height, okay? But I'm just using the function right here to make my own customization just so I don't download this package, but you can download this package, and once you do, all you need to do is add it inside your plugin right here. Like as you can see, if I go down a little bit, as you can see, if it comes down here, you can just copy this and whack that in here like so. You can do this and it will work, but I haven't downloaded, that's why you see these red squiggly lines all around. Okay, so you can do this, and it's equivalent to writing this function right here. Okay, so that's for that part is done. The next thing you will need is to go to your next config. I think I have some configuration right there. Okay, so here you need to add this experimental server action body size limit. This helps for the if you do not do this and you try to upload images, we are not using any third party database or anything. We are doing this, storing our stuff right here in our local machine and in our own public folders. So if you want to upload file way bigger than 1 or 2 megabytes, it's going to complain that you need to make this configuration. But so this is all the configuration you need for that to work. And also for the remote patterns, you can see I have this one right here, but which is not necessarily needed. But I think you just need to, if you want to accept images from external websites, like those helping you to host the images, like maybe on Splash or Pixel. So all of these, they are coming from external sites, so you should give them the access to go ahead and for Next.js to trust those hosts so that they can allow search into your to display their images on your website. So yeah, this is all you need for the next config. And yeah, so what we need to do is go back to home page, and as you can see, we've got this this is the previous demo, and I showcase all of this. So this is the first home page we are going to build. And so we'll start from scratch, and make sure you just know that not everything I'm going to be explaining, because I mean, not everything I'm going to make sure it's not that focused on the UI, because we've got a lot to build. So let's start. So the first thing here, we're going to give it a margin top, a class of margin top. Give it why is this doing this? Give it what's going on, right? So make sure you do the RFCE, and also right here. What's this going on, right? Something wrong with this. Give it a class name, margin top to be 9. What is going on? This doesn't look good. Margin top to be 9, and I'm coming, guys. I need to restart this, or probably just reload this. So let me see, reload the window, stuff like that. I've never seen this kind of madness. So right here, on padding to be of 3, on LG to be PX to be 14, like so, and PX to be 7, like so. So let me just delete this one and go in here, give it a div, like so, and in here give it a class name, and then right here we're going to give it for extra large as a div, like if you have a monitor way bigger than your normal laptop screen, this is the style that needs to be applied to it. So you give it a 3xl and mx to be of auto, like so. So in here we're going to have a div, and that div right here we give it a div of so you've been typing rubbish or me all this while and you don't want to auto do it for me. Start again. Div right there, still not working. Let me just type the div and the closing div, like so. So in here we have a class name, equal to border to be 2, border to be of neutral 900, this one, and rounded to be XL, and also we've got the relative rounded XL, relative, like so, and the width to be fit, padding top and bottom to be 1, px to be 2, like so. So we have this one right there and this one right here. So we have H1, a H2 with the text size of 70 pixel and font semi-bold, text gradient, primary selecting on. Okay, these are custom, custom stuff inside the what's it called? If I go to my so right here you see some of the custom text. I've got text gradient primary and text gradient secondary and text gradient apple. So this is just like the apple gradient text I was using. So over right here, as what I did in the Tailwind class, I did it exactly the same here, just so I can hide the scroll width. If you want to, you can have this. And also these ones are the classes for the Tiptap editor. If you want to, you can pause the video and type them all as well. So all these ones, we don't need them, so I'm just going to delete all of these ones. So these are all the styles we need. And wait, where am I? So these are all the styles we need. Okay, I just need to remove all of this separately, like so, so we are good. So that's all you need. And the next thing I'll need to do is give it a div, because we have another div underneath this one. And in here we have give it a class name equals to margin top of 28, extra large, and give it margin top of 16, give it a div, give it a class name, max width to be of 430 pixel, for 30 pixel. Okay, so that's it for that one. And the next thing you need is the H1. So let me just grab it and whack those in here. As you can see, we have got H1 text to be 49. And leading, the leading is basically the what's it called? It's just let me just kill this server, and we're probably going to run the other one. So let's kill this server. Good. So we've killed it, and let's just kill this one back on and bring this one on. npm run dev. Make sure you have yours running as well. So we go full activated mode on the new one. Okay, so we can, once this one start running, we can refresh this. So this will have the new effect on this site. Let me just close this a little bit, and okay, so we can refresh, and we're going to see something. So before it comes on, we should keep on doing what we do. And the next thing we are going to need to do is make another div right here. And in here, we're going to give it a class name to be max width of MD, the font. If you watch my previous videos, I already showed you guys how to do this custom font. Just so if you haven't, make sure you go through my channel. You're going to see some of my video where I did this. I showed you guys how to customize, so add your own custom fonts without using the one from Next.js. So right here underneath this one, we've got margin. And in here we've got this amazing one looking, so I'm just going to copy that and work those in here, and I'll explain. So right here we have yeah, it's going to tell you this nav is not defined. So right here we have a position of sticky, just so we want them to remain sticky when they scroll past this height view of 68 pixel. And also give it a top of 0, z-dex of 10, left to be 0, right to be 0. And here we have our position of sticky. So where is this coming from? So if we go back to our app, we're going to have a folder named component right here. And so we're going to have okay, so I'm just going to briefly explain what this does. So we have we import our CN from CN utilities. So this CN is basically a library from which we use alongside Tailwind CSS, and it deals with precedence, if you ask me, because okay, let's go to the utils. So this is basically our CN, where our CN function is coming from. It's taking all the arguments of inputs. So right here is giving them the class type of class value, and now it's using the Tailwind merge alongside the CLS, and then you're passing the input as parameters. So these inputs are bunch of class names you're going to be needing. So if we go back to the home page right here, so if we go back to our CM, our nav bar right here, make sure you create this nav bar. If we come here, we are importing the CN, right? So also we are importing the next link from next link. And now we are importing the use path name for, the use path name is just a URL. If you do like this, or probably if you go to admin, or probably if you go to the user. So these are the path names. Like the user would be a path name Okay, so just hit enter. So the user will be a path name. Okay, so the component props are basically all the props that comes along with your. There's a way React does it. It just kind of mix match your JSX with some HTML. It just extend them with some kind of HTML, your native HTML. Okay. So what we're doing in this props, we are accepting the children and also the class name. So these are the things we'll be expecting. So right now, I give it a type of read only, and the children we are giving a type of React node, and the class name is a string because we'll be passing this from what's it called. So you can see we'll be passing what's it called, some class name, right? And alongside we'll be passing children in it. So this is basically what it's saying. We give it a props of component props type of a link. So here we are checking if, because right now this one is having the component props, and now all the component props of a link will be in here. So like attribute like href will be there, and also some other type of attributes will be there. Also there are times whereby they do something like you can see something like this, and and it will still work. So you see something like this most of the time, they do it for a type of a link, a type of h something. So what we're doing right here, we are spreading all the old props like the attribute I told you about. So also we are getting the if we are asking if it is active, because right now we are checking if the props or href is equal to path name. So if it's something like user, so we are checking if it is of this. So if it is of user, then that means it will be active. So if it is like that, make sure you add this background to it. Okay, and also we are passing, or we are accepting every other class that will be passed to this this component. So let's go back to our page. Let me close this one up and hit the enter, so we can import this one. So the nav link as well, we have some nav links in here. So if we take a look at one of them, so as you can see, this is a nav link here, but we're accepting href. As you can see, we have accepting, we're making sure if the href equals to the path name, then add this type. So here as well, we need to make sure we have the href imported. So here we just give it to href. Here we are giving it / to make sure it's a home, and here we give it template to make sure it's directing to template. And also right here we could have just make here deck, something like that. Okay, so this one we really don't need it because it's only just free we need. So these are the partner. If I click on this one, you see it goes to /17 /websites. So as you can see, it's going to templates. So this page already exists, that's why you see it need to look like that way. So but for now we'll get back to, when we get to this place, we'll show you guys how it's done. So so now we have that in place. Let's go further, and so here we have a div, and in this div we have we have the blogs stuff, which by will be fetching those blogs from from a source of other URL. So for now I just don't want to let me just bring this one in, but I'll comment it because that is not what we want to do right now, but later on we'll get back to this. So let me just comment that. So it's checking for if something is available and if something is not. So let me make a div and give this a class name of space y space y of 5, like so, so 5. So we are not going to be using, we don't want to use this one right now. So what we need to do is I'm going to grab, because I have the the static dummy data right here. So this is the one I'm going to grab for now, so you guys can see something on the screen. So let me just I'll explain, I'll comment it and explain. It's just some dummy data, okay? So you all don't even need to worry about much on this one. So but let me just uncomment this one out. Okay, it's not just working like it should, so let me remove that one and remove this one. So what is this doing? It's just giving you this like a placeholder. As you can see, this is like a placeholder of how the whole stuff would look like, just like a demo sample. Okay, that's why I removed it, because when I got the data, I've got to remove it from this whole place. Okay, so what it's doing is just giving it a background of this color. If I change it to this color, you're going to see the background as well change. As you can see, it reflects down here. So that's the background. I'm giving on large screen, we're giving a curve of 3. As you can see on MD, we're giving a large a rounded of LG, and these are just basic styling, so you don't need much of it, right? So so I'm just going to fold that one off, because we're still going to remove it at the. So the next thing that we need to do is create another div right below of it. I don't know why it's having this so we create another div below this one, and we have some dummy data, some dummy text in there. So I'm just going to give it some class name, give it margin top of 32, max weight of XL, and also MXCB of auto, like so. And in there we have our kind of H heading, that's H1, and in there we work in these stars. So the next thing we're going to do is copy this paragraph, because these are all dummy data, okay? So we don't need to do much of it. We just give them margin MY4, font of GR, text to be neutral. This is basically the text color to be neutral 500, okay? So you don't need to do much right there. And also down here we have another set of text coming up there, and then we just give it a space Y, just so each of these we have a space between each other. Y of 1, margin top of 16, just so it can push the top. It can come a little bit downward. 16 like it's equivalent 16, margin top 16 is equivalent to 4M, or probably 64 pixel. Okay, so right here, as you can see, we have something going on right here, and these are just dummy data, so these are not something you need to worry much on. So the next thing we are going to do is have a div right here, and give it a class name of margin top of 52, and H1. Okay, and also we have some padding here, some dummy data, margin top and bottom to be 4, and also we have UL right here, given the same style as I did with this one. Okay, so these are just dummy data and some basic styling, which I do not recommend you spend time on it, because this is not the real work right now. So we're not here for the UI, but we need to do to make sure you have a basic understanding. So what this one is doing here, you so I explain. So from here we have a margin top of 52. No, okay, from here I have margin top of 36 and a H2 of heading text, and also we are giving it a font of GM text of 3M, 3M and leading of 1.09, and also we are having a span, given a text gradient of Apple, which comes from the text gradient Apple, this one. So that's the class we're just calling, and also we need to import the image component from next image, from this next image. Okay, and also in there we have we're directing it to come to this image file. There's this blog, blog pages, so that's the image I'm referring to, and also I'm giving it an alt. If you want to, you can move the alt down to be the last, and I'm just giving it a rounded full and height of all that basic size. This is just for this image. Okay, and also some paragraph where you have some links, as you can see. So I'm having a link of href to be of blank, target to be of blank, and the text of this should be of this color blue, and also we have an underline, which is CSS. It's just to underline the text. So that's for that, and also right here we focus on the font more, and it's just an H1 with a title, and also it's a form in here, giving a space Y of 2, making sure all of these having space between each other, and we have a div elements right here, and we have a name, a label, we have input. Also we have another section here for email, we have another section here for text areas. Hey, if you want to make this functional, you can do that and add your server action, which will work quite well, as it should. So it's all going to work. So let me just comment and remove that one out. So that's all you need, and if you want this style, you can pause the video and yeah, you can go ahead with the style. So with that being said, our front page is all ready, as you can see. Okay, so the next thing we are going to build is we're going to set up our, or probably let's build our admin page. Okay, so we are going to go back and go to the admin right here. As you can see, I create a folder and I name it admin, like here, this one. Make sure you create it inside the app folder. Okay, so now we should go to this /admin, like so. That page doesn't exist, so it's not going to show anything. Okay, so what we need to do is go back to the admin and create a page. .txx, like so, .ce, like so. It take it long, so let me just write it myself. Function admin page, function admin page, like so. Then here we have to export default admin page, like so. Then here we need to return something, a fragment. So you can do a fragment like this, or you can do a fragment and then you need to import fragments from React like so. So it will all work. In here you can have your div element and div and close the div, and then you have like h1, say hello, that's h1, h2, say hello, like so. And then this should all go away. As you can see, we have the admin page. So what do we need to get or do with the admin page? Well, from the admin page, we want to be able to see all the whole pages attached to, the admin. I mean, you want to see all routes that this, wherever we navigate to on the admin page, we want to make sure we can see all the routes. So we're going to create a page called layout in the admin folder. So here you say layout.txx. So here we want to function admin layout like so, and we want to export default admin layout like so, and over here we need to return our JSX here, return it down here, and then here you have to make it a div. Okay, give it a class name. Give it the class name, and here we give it padding left of 2, max width of 680. Okay, and the mx to be of all 2, like so. And also we have this what's it called, which we did earlier on. We have to import this nav, which I explained earlier on. So we need to import the nav and the nav links. Okay, and yeah, so that is being done. So here we have to accept some props, which is going to be of children, and also down here we have to say read only from, and we need to import some stuff from let me just open this one like so, and in here what we need to say, the children is type of React made, like so, from React. Okay, and yep, so here down here we need to make sure we use the children, because we want all this link to be at the top of so here we need to use the children like so. So all this will be available in all of the admin routes. As you can see, I already styled them. We have one here, one here, one here. Okay, close this one up, and close this one up, and we come back here and start working on this one. So we have all of those stuff going on, and this is basically just a simple stuff I had. So we don't need to do this, we can only just remove it, and I just wanted to let you know you can do something like that. And yeah, for this we are going to grab like what's it called? So for this we're going to grab PG of this color and round it just so we give it some sort of warning sign, and we can, as you can see, it's going to import a triangular from Lucid React. As you can see, please make sure you review those fake profiles before accepting their work, which is like a warning. Okay, so right now we have what's it called? We've got some few stuff going on down here. So the first thing first we're going to do is give this a div. So I'm just trying to make sure I simplify everything as I could, just so you understand. Okay, so give it a calls of 4, just so you can have 4 places of this, and give gap between them to be of 2 or 3, and 2 or 3, and a max width of 3 XL, a margin top of frame. Okay, so in here we're going to create a component. I'm going to call it a dashboard card, like so. So right now it just doesn't exist, or probably it does, I've created it, but see, it just doesn't exist right now. So if we go to the component, you can see there's nothing like that. So let us see. So we've got the dashboard coming from here. So we already created this dashboard. It's going to accept some props like class names. So let me just copy some of this data. Don't worry, we'll create it together. So I'm going to comment these 2 out, like so. So this one right now, let's create it function dashboard. It's going to accept some type of props, and in my experience, if you want to, of course you can, make the types right here, or probably make the interface around here if you want to, and there's nothing bad in it, and it will all work good. Interface you can just make some interface, what's it called, maybe a dashboard props, like so, and then right here you just destructure the whole stuff, and you say the dashboard props, like so, over here. So it's going to accept some title, which is of type of string, like so, and it's going to accept subtitle, which is of type string, and a body, which is of type string, and also a class name, which is of type string, optional strings. So we may pass a title or not. So let me make this to be capital letter, and also here to be of string. Okay, so right here we can destructure all of this stuff. We have the title, then we have the subtitle, then we have the body, and also we have a class name. Okay, So that's everything that it has. And in here we have a div. Let's give it a class name, and also let's give a class name of a dynamic one actually. So make here cn, and make sure you import cn from the libs utils file. And also right now we give it some border, width to be of auto, h to be auto, height to be auto as well, and also rounded lg like so. Then the shadow lg shadow to be of lg shadow lg. Then padding top and bottom, right left to be 2, and also font to be gr like so. So down right down here we are going to pass the class name, just so whatever class name we pass apart from this is going to take effect. Okay, so I explained this precedence before. So right now that is it, and then the next thing we are going to do is copy all of this and whack this in here. So here we have the subtitle. Let me just make sure here subtitle. Okay, what's the backing? So here it's just complaining because the subtitle right here should be something, right? Okay, and then the body should be something as well. Okay, and now it's complaining about the class name. So class name. Okay, so I made a mistake here. It should be class name. Class name like so. And also right here it should be class name like so. And also right here it should be class name like so. So as you can see, it's kind of kind of make this kind of color, and you won't see it because I am here to add something. Dashboard. Why is this complaining? And why is this complaining? It's not saying able to. Did I return? Okay, so right here, my bad. We need to return something, return this whole thing, okay? Make sure you return this whole thing. So here you return like so. Okay, so as you can see, we have our stuff going on right there. So the next part of this tutorial, we're going to be creating our own, I'm going to show you how to create our own database, and make sure you how to connect it with Prisma, that kind of a thing. So if you are new to the channel, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel, as this helps us to grow. And make sure you do not download our videos. Please don't download our videos. Please watch our video from our platform on YouTube right here. So this will encourage us to be making content. If you can't do that, it will be draining, because making content is not as easy as you think. Okay, so please encourage us by watching our video, as this helps us to grow. And with that, I'll see you in the next chapter. Okay. So I want you guys to head towards to Prisma, and make sure you're at the quick getting started / quick start dash SQLite. Make sure you're on this page, this quick start page, okay, right here on Prisma website. So the first thing first you need to do is npm install Prisma dash dash save dash dev, and also make sure you finally set up Prisma with the init command of the Prisma CLI. So make sure you run the npx Prisma init, then dash dash data source dash provider. Make sure it's on SQLite. After that, it's going to generate a model for you. So let me go back here. So go back here. So it's going to generate, let me collapse everything. So it's going to generate this Prisma folder. Alongside, it's going to generate, give you schema of Prisma. It's going to give you this schema file. Okay, so by default, this is what you see. It's going to give you this generator and SQL providers to be SQLite. Okay, so make sure you have the models exactly like this. So the models, right? Each of those products, we are defining a model for it, and also each of those products we're going to have a download verification or a download button for it. So every product is going to have the attribute, every download is going to have an attribute of this product. Okay, and each product is going to have an order. Okay, so each of these products, you're definitely going to have a user who is going to be the one ordering, and also a user who's going to be posting products. So for now, you don't even need this user right now, because we're not working with the user model. Okay, and also you just need this order, you just need the verification. So these are the three things you need. You don't need this user. Okay, so you just need this product and the order, and also the download verification. Okay, so that's all you need. So after you've done that, right, your schemas, your models, so apparently if you've done writing your schemas, just that here you call them models, but if you're using what's it called, if you're using MongoDB, so you're probably going to need to call it the schemas. Okay, or probably if you're using Convex, so you call them schema, where you define your tables and all of that. And so after you be done, make sure you run this command. Make sure you write Prisma migrate dev, npx Prisma migrate dev dash dash name, then init. Okay, so it's going to create this folder for you. It's going to create this migration folder. In here, you're going to see your raw SQL tables and all of that, so which you could have run, you will have written raw. If you know how to write raw SQL, then this is how you're going to write them. But thanks for Prisma, you don't need all of that. So after that, you're going to need to so to explore how to send queries to your database with Prisma client. So you're going to need your Prisma client, and for you to do that, for now, for you not to be running on every instances of Prisma, it's going to be like a workload on your for you to be calling your Prisma client all the time. So it's going to be like a very, very big workload for your database. So what we did is that you go to your lib folder and make sure you create this singleton part in here. So right now you see import Prisma client. For make sure you run that command so you can be able to use the Prisma client. Okay, so we instantiating a new global object for this. So this is all you need, okay, for you to work with the Prisma client. So all basically this is doing is that if we are on production, then we don't need to use the global disk. Okay, then we just need to be using the new Prisma client. Except if we're in development, then we need to be using the global, calling it global in our, using this global for Prisma. So that's what it's doing with this code. So you don't need to know much, but just make sure you copy this code, okay? And that's it for it. And the next thing we are to do, this is when if you want to see the new record to your Prisma. So we are done. We are officially done with this page. So the next thing we need to do is go back to our admin page, okay? And let's say we go back to our admin page, and let's continue from so I'm trying to check my order code to see if I'm doing everything all right. So of course we have done this, okay? And then the next thing we need to do is, of course, create some other titles and the rest, okay? So for now, I think I have one right here, so it's for the sales, but we're not needing that one. And okay, so let me think for this for a moment. Actually, so what we need to do is make sure we fetch our data from a database. Like I already have some data pulled from our database. So first of all, what we need to do is get the sales data and get the user data and also get the product data. So for the first one, I would write to get the what's it called, a sync function, like so. Come on, a sync function get product data, like so. So in here we're going to get the product data. So what I need to get product, okay. So what we need to do is make sure we import the Prisma dot, go to the product table dot count. So we're going to get the number of products, and we are going to say where. Remember, the where is where we used to find a specific stuff is available for purchase to be true. So it's going to fetch all the items that are available for purchase. And remember, by default, they are all set to false. So it doesn't, until the admin accept those products. And also, we just want to get the number of the items of every product. So yeah, so right now we are going to say Prisma again, Prisma dot product dot count, like so. So we are going to count where. So we're going to get the number of all. Remember, what am I doing? Okay, remember that some are available for purchase and others aren't available for purchase. So we're going to get the ones that are available for purchase, and also we're going to get the ones that aren't available for purchase. Okay. And why is it complaining? Prisma dot count. Okay. The product over here is available for purchase. Why is it complaining? I don't know. So why is this complaining? Let me see why this one is. So let me see. Okay. Let me just get this all away. Why is it an error right now? Okay, it seems this function is complaining about something. Async function gets product data. Why is this complaining? Is it clear but value is never? Of course it's never used. So let me do that again. I just don't know why this thing keeps on doing this. Prisma dot product dot count. So we want to get the is available for purchase. Count where is available for purchase to be of true, and also we want to just come and separate this one, and also want to say Prisma dot product dot is dot count where is available for purchase is to be false. So by default we get the number of those that are available for purchase, and we get that which aren't available for purchase as well. So we get the two of them, their counts. Okay. Okay, so now as you can see, we are kind of doing this, what's it called? We are calling this function twice, which would be a problem, because we don't want to be calling this now and then. So that would be a very big problem. So what we need to do, we need to make sure we don't call this function twice. Okay, we don't need to be calling this count here and there. So we just want to call it once. So what we need to do is cut this and make sure we put them all into promise the all like so. It's an array. Then here we can work those in here. So what we need to do is get rid of this await and get rid of this await. So we already have this await right here. Okay, so get this one over right here as well. So we say const. Let's say here is equals to active count and inactive count, like so. So active count is you get those that are active, and inactive for those who aren't active. Okay, so what we need to do is come down right here, and what we need to do is like you do the const active like so equals to get product data like so. So by doing this is like active, not active. So by doing this, if you want to get an item, right, you're probably going to be doing like in the body, we're going to say the active count dot then something like that. But we don't want to be doing the okay. So here we need to return something. My bad. So we're going to return the active count, and also we're going to return in active count. No, that was why it was kind of showing me that then, because we didn't return it. So right now, if we say the active count, what is it called? Active dot. So it's going to show it not this one. Active count. Okay, so I need to need to await it. So that's why it's kind of complaining. Let me say async here, and over here say the active dot. As you can see, active dot active count. So I wasn't awaiting it. It's a promise. That was why it was kind of complaining. So, but we don't want to get it that way. So what we need to do, because we're going to be counting all other options of fetching. We need to be fetching those other kind of making some call to our database. So what we need to do is we're going to get all of them in a simple way. So here we're just going to say await promise the same thing, promise the all, and then right here creating an array. So what we need to do is grab this one and work those in here. So let's make this one to be product data. So here we got it to be of the type of product data, and also for now that is what we need to call this one. So it's declared but its value is never used. So let's go for the product data. So that will be on the last card. So we've got some right here, but not the less. Let's just make use of it. So right here we're going to say active product, like so, and the subtitle right here should be of type template letters, like so, and so by default right now it's going to have some dollar signs, and also we're going to use the product data dot inactive. So if we save it and let's refresh this one, let's see what it's going to think for. Oh, it's complaining like something is broken. So what's that? So it's kind of like the div right here. So it's complaining about the div. Right here, let me see, maybe it needed some of this info. Okay, so it's complaining about this. The TypeScript can be so, somehow. So it's kind of complaining about this. As you can see, we've got 4 products. Yeah, we've got 4 products because in our database, like I'm using the previous one, but I'm going to show you guys how to add your own, your own data into your own, database. So for now, let's just, keep on. So what we need to do inside this body, for right now on this one, let me add the dollar sign because it's required, and we are going to add the inactive for inactive product. So that's for that, and then for the body So for this body, we are going to, format uh, some of these numbers as well. So I'm going to show you guys what's it called. I'm going to show you guys the format stuff already. So let's keep on. So right now we already have the product data dot product product data. No, not that one. What is this wrong with this one? Product data dot inactive to be active. My bad. So it's going to be active count. So if you see right now, it's going to give you guys 0 because all of them, they are all what's it called? Let me say active product. So let me 4 inactive product and 0 active product. So all of the products, they are all inactive. Okay. So we don't need the format number. The format number only works if the products are large. So let me just grab the format number. So I'm going to show you guys no, not that one, my bad. What is it called? So I'm just going to say format number, like so. Okay. So we're going to import the format number and just wrap the whole stuff with it, like so. So you won't see any difference right now because the number is just, there's nothing there. So format number, not num, this one. So if you see format number is called, as you can see. So what you need to do is go to your lib folder. So go to your lib folder and make sure you type all of this according to how you've seen it. So it's just using the international number format and also some date format, which is by default it comes with JavaScript. Okay, so you just need to type everything as it is and come back to this and use it as you should. Okay, so let me get rid of this and yep, so that's for the what's it called, for the format one. Also we're going to have another for the sales, which I honestly don't think it's important. So the only important thing is for you guys to see right now is what's it called, it's a different one. So I'm just going to make sure we make that one available, because these ones, I just want you guys to see the format data, the ones that are active and the ones that aren't. So that's all I want you guys to see. So for the next one that's very important is for you to get to see the list of the products that you need. So that's all the one I will want to show you guys. So make it like a class name of grade calls of 6 and a margin top of 8, pj of neutral 300 and p of 2 and rounded np as a font to be gm. On the next tutorial I'm going to show you guys how to just use a font from Google directly without you doing all this adding fonts personally. So right here you can, if you want to, you can use table, but for me I'm just using the available, just using normal div. So right in there we want to fetch some list of product, and we are going to do that using the li. If you haven't used li before, make sure you go practice your HTML CSS. So here we just give the class name of list to be none because the bullet list. Okay, so here we have the product.map. So what we need to do is go back to fetch all our products. So what we need to do is come down here. Underneath here we say const product equals to await Prisma Prisma dot product dot find many, not that one, find many. Okay, so where is available for purchase should be true. Okay, find many. Okay, so right now we just want to select some things we need. We're going to need a product ID. We're going to need it to be true. We need the title. We're going to need it to be true. We need it's available for purchase. We need it to be true. Select all of this. Price in cents. We need it to be true. We need what image part. Don't worry guys, I'm going to show you guys how to create this image part and all of that. So we need it to be true as well. File part. What is this? File part to be true as well, and we need to get all the counts of the orders as well. Counts of all these orders. So we're going to select the orders. Order to be true. So it's going to go into the order table and it's going to count all the orders available there as well. So this ordered by is a different type. Okay, not that one. So order by why is it not showing? Let me fold this one. Order by, let me see, order by a title. Something is not right here. We have order by count and then here. Okay. I was doing it outside it, so here we go by order by title. Title to be what's it called? Ascending orders. Okay. So why is it complaining? Okay. So we're going to take that order and we're going to take that what we just got from the backend. From what we got query from our DB. So we're going to say product dot map, and we're going to say products, and each of these products we are going to map through them. So we return some div. Okay, and let's give it a key. sure this should be of you make sure it has this key of this I here, so it doesn't complain like running on each other. So give it a class name of grid course of 6 and a gap of 8 and a place content, but I don't think this one is even important. Just give it a space or y of 4, and in there you're going to have another div in here, a div, and in here we're just going to say if the product is available for purchase. If it is true, then we want to render some icon, which are just individual stuff right here. So if it is available, just render this icon. Okay, so let me import this icon from Lucid React and Exactly from Oswell Lucid React, like so. So if it is available for purchase, make sure you render those icons. Okay, as you can see, we have some icons already right here, which are 4, and underneath here we've got the div. Let's just grab these 2. So right here we have the class name. So because the title is going to be a bit longer, so we have to truncate it. Now it's complaining the format currency is not defined. Make sure you import format currency. So we're going to give it a type of number because we store this to be of type integer from the database. Okay, so as you can see, we have all our numbers right here. Okay, so after all, I don't know, I think this should be important, but let's just grab it and try it, because I wasn't even sure if it's going to mean a thing in the first place. So let me just paste that and see. So, place content, so let me just place content to be of center, and say it kind of work a little bit. Okay, it didn't work, like it didn't just work, so I'm just going to remove it, and also remove this one because it's not working as it should. Okay, so for now we have done with that. The next thing we're going to do is have a div right here, and so we've got this div, we've got another one, then so we're going to grab some of this one right here. So the reason why we are doing this one right now, so let me just paste it, product file part, the file has some kind of weird numbers attached to it, so we are just slicing all of those parts out, and then we are joining them with this dash. So if you take a look at it very well, you will see it's here to come out. So you will see the file path. Let me just refresh again. Okay, so it should be somewhere around there. So let's keep on doing it will come out. So let me just grab this one and work this in here. So we need to import the image from next image. Okay, so here we're just trying to display the product image. Okay, and also right here we can have our what's it called, let me just comment this one out, because we're going to work on them later. So as you can see, let me remove this edit because we're not going to be working with the edits. You can do that yourself because it's very so basic and simple. So we can move to other so that's why. So here we have our price number. Also, why is this not working? Okay, so I think we have a problem with how we structure the whole thing. So what I need to do is take this a step back because I think I am doing something wrong and everything just seems to be stacked upon on top each other, which isn't something we want. So here we have our image. Also right here we have our image, which is our check marks, my bad. So we're given a type of grade calls of 6 and gap of 8. Our problem is just too much, so maybe we'll give it 5. Okay, so right here we have okay. So here we're having our index of margin top of 4, truncate, and all of that. As well, this one right here we got to and currency. So I will debug this and get back to you guys.
So I've went and I've debugged what the issue was. It was all about me not, as of this div right now, I'm extending it right towards this ending area here, which wasn't supposed to be. So I'm just going to paste it right here. So it's going to have room for other, elements. So let me refresh. And then as you can see, we should have all of the everything we needed. Okay, so until now we just have the images. My bad, I'm having some kind of mismatch right there. So we have got some of those stuff, and as you can see, we are missing the delete action and also the toggle action. So before that, let's go and make what's it called? Let's go make the functionality for being able to create what's it called, a product, because right now this on the mid page. Okay, let's just do the let's just do the delete and toggle stuff, right? So before we can go back and do the adding of our products as well. So let me comment this. I don't know why it's acting weird. Okay, so we have got the active toggle drop down. So we're going to make a component of this, and let's go to the components, and then we've got the active drop down title and active toggle drop down item. Okay, so let's go to the component. So as you can see, we have active toggle right here, and we don't have the active toggle drop down. Okay, so what we need to do is create that toggle. So I'm just going through my own code right here, and I need to create that button. So let's go create a new file, active toggle drop down item .css, like so, and hit enter. I need to see active toggle drop down. Oh, we have it right in our right here, so I don't need to create a new one. Just need to delete this one because we already have it. Okay, so right now, so here is the active toggle, so I'm just going to click on it, so explain what's really happening right there. So the function is already available, so the first thing you need to do is mark this as a client component, and then the next thing you need to is have your toggle your toggle actions. So we're going to create this one together, but for now this function takes in the id of the component we're trying to delete, and is available for purchase. Is going to be of type boolean, because in here we passed in the id and it's available for purchase. Is going to be of type boolean. So if it's available, remember when we're fetching this is either true or false. So here it's true, and when right here, so we're going to be asking if it's available for purchase or not. So right here we are passing the boolean right here. So here we are going to use the use transition hooks from React. So as you can see, we're importing it from React, and this basically what it does, it gives us the status of this request, if we are going to be in a pending state, or if we are actually sending it to the to our action. So it's going to use the start transition, passing the ID, and also here is available for purchase. It's going to be a toggle. So if it's set it true, then it will be true. If you set it to false, after that we want to refresh the page, okay, without even making it known. So what we need to do is go to the toggle product. As you can see, we don't have these actions, so what we need to do is create the actions for that, okay. So here we have our post. As you can see, we have our post right here. So here's a post, and one thing we need to do is create a folder, name it actions like so, and in there you make a post.cs like so. So in here you create your function. You say export async function toggle product. In here you accept the ID, and also you accept the toggle. You can name this whatever you want. I said ID. Okay, so here will be of type of string, and here will be a type of boolean. Okay, string boolean. Why is it async function? Okay, so here we're going to talk to our database. Here we just say await. Here make sure it's an async function. Await Prisma dot find. Make sure you import Prisma from the lib folder right there. So just say Prisma dot find. My bad. Prisma dot product dot update. Okay, where the ID matches this ID that's been passed in. Okay, and then the data we want to update. So here you say the data. Okay, so it's available for purchase equals this toggle right here. So it's either going to be true or false. Okay, boolean, not booleans, like so. So in here, back here, we will need to import this statement. If I clear this one out and I come here to import this, so it's going to import that function from the actions folder. Okay, so we're clear with that one, so let's come here and import this one as well. So as you can see, we have this active toggle already active, so right now we can make the actions working. So down here we have a div. As you can see, we have a div right here, but I can tell you this has been Prisma clients unable to run these browser environments. Okay, Prisma clients. So if I click on it to run in this browser environment, all has been bundled for the browser running unknown. If this is unexpected upon issue, okay. So let's go back and check some stuff. Let's go to the .tnv. We still have that running. Here's our Prisma's client. DB. Of course, we still have that running. So I need to fix this thing because they are not falling aligned together with how it should. Okay. So this image should have been pushed down the title, but something is wrong. Let's close this one out and close this one out. And we've got the first one, we've got the product and the div with an ID, and underneath this div, okay, I think I can see where this mistake is coming from. Interesting. So we have a div which is available for purchase. Okay, this is not it. And this is not it as well. Grid call 6. Okay, here we set 5 and here we set 6. Let's see if that fixes it. Okay, it did something. So this is not working and it's complaining about this Prisma of a thing. Let's go back and see what we can do to fix it. So this one, they're all okay. So it's complaining about the Prisma. Let me go back to the post. Update. Probably it's because we are not using the userver use clients here, and this one toggle products, probably because we're not using the use server here. So let's go up here and use server. Let's see if that works. Okay. So let me try activate. So as you can see, just make sure you mark it here as use server, okay? So that is now available. Okay, so we can make this available, we can make this available, we can make this available as well. As you can see, they're all available. So let's toggle everything off. Okay, so it's all work, and you can see 4 inactive products right here. So in the next chapter we are going to see how let me close this one off. So in the next chapter we're going to see how we are going to create the delete button as well. So I'll see you guys on the next one. So welcome back, guys. So on this chapter we're going to see how we can create the delete button. So let me just close all of this ones, and let's go back to the delete button as well. Okay, so right here we have a delete button, and in here we are going to create these components, just so because we're going to be dealing with some on-click events, and trust me, we don't want to do it right here because we're already using here to access as a server component, so we're already fetching data on this component. So what we need to do is go and create a delete button, which is right here, delete button. Okay, so right here what's happening is this. So I explain, we are importing another what's it called, the delete action from action which we're going to create in a matter of seconds or a matter of minutes to come. Also, we're using this use transition. We are sending in the ID of the product we want to delete right here, and we are using that on click, so you need to make sure this is use client. So it's going to send an this to the backend, and once the product is finished deleting, so it's going to refresh. So let's just go to the delete product which we don't have, right? So we're going to create what's called, we're going to create the delete action. We're going to go to the post action and create a delete action. Okay, so let's go back to the what's it called, let's go back to the actions right here and create a delete action. Okay, so let's say function delete product. We pass in an ID to be of type string. So right here we have the delete function. Make sure you make it an async one. So first of all, we await Prisma dot the product dot delete. So what we want to delete, where the ID matches this ID we provided. Okay, and once we've done that, we're going to say if there is no product, so const, let's save it in a variable, const product equals to that. So if there's no product, or if the product is equals to null, then what we want to do, we want to return them to a 404 page. So say return not found, which comes from next navigation. That's like a 404 page. So here we need to say delete, right? Okay, so and as well, once if we delete a file, we also want to unlink it from our system, because when we are setting up these files, we kind of create some public folder in our I'll show you guys how to do that as well, but just stick with me, okay? So it's going to say fs, so we want to import fs from what's it called, we want to import it from fs promises, okay? So right here we import fs from fs slash promises, okay? Fs dot unlink. So what do we want to unlink? We want to unlink the product dot image part, like so, and also we want to unlink that of file part, okay? But be careful, we have some folders where these things are located in our computer. So here on this one, we want to unlink it from what's it called, we want to unlink it from let me just switch this one down. So we want to unlink it from the public folder. If you check here, we have some public folder, which is this one. As you can see, public slash, there's a folder called products. So in here we have our images, okay? So you want to unlink it from there. So from here we have the product to unlink, and at the end of it, right, so we want to redirect. After we successfully delete it, we want to redirect back to the home page, like so. So here, delete product, we are going to need it, let me say we need to export this as a function, so we'll be able to use it at the client side, okay? So copy that, make sure you come here and you click on the, so make sure you go to this delete button, my bad. So make sure at this delete button right here, make sure you import, let me get rid of this one. We just created the delete product function, so make sure you import it right here and pass in the ID, because we got this ID from here with the structure, it's a double string. So over here, make sure you import the delete button as well, and you save it. So let's go on full screen. You should see some of those deletes, the buttons side by side, okay? So in here you see the delete buttons, okay? So when I click on this, delete this one, it should send a request, and it will, let's say no such file or directory on link. Okay, so let's go back to the delete button and the delete products. What are we doing wrong here? So with fs.unlink the product of file parts, and fs.unlink public product.image path, and here we redirect to the home page. I'll find the delete where the ID matches this ID, no such file or directory. doing wrong here? FS from promises not found. And let's see, probably I need to refresh. No search for all directory. Public. There is a file here, public. The product. Products. Okay. I'll probably say public slash products, something like that. Let's refresh this and let's hit the delete. Let's try this one out. For a second it kind of deletes, but it's complaining about the file. So let's see, check, because it automatically needs to delete these files, and let's see why it's not happening. So in a second, let me just grab the function and test it myself right here to see if it's working. Then I will know why this is happening. So let's delete one of these. Okay, probably it is complaining because this file, the file doesn't exist in as you can see, the file doesn't exist in this folder because, okay, now I get it. See, you can see there's no file here, so there's no file for it to delete. That's why it's complaining. So, but if I should have done it, so like if I should have tried to delete it from this project right here, it will work because the files are all in this the files are available on this project right here. So if I go to my, let me collapse all. If I go to my public, as you can see, there are some product file right here. And also if I go to my products right here, as you can see, there are files here, but in here there are no product files here. See, as you can see, there's no product file here, so that's why it's throwing this error bar on a null. If I go ahead and comment this out and I try to delete, it will delete the product. As you can see, it does delete the product, but it's actually looking for this file. Since it couldn't find those files, that's why it was throwing an error. Okay, so with that done, so the next thing we are going to do, I think we are kind of done with our backend with the admin side. So we are going to see how we can create a new file from our, what's it called, we're going to see how we can create a new file so to be able to do the form, so we can be able to submit a form. So we'll do that in the next chapter. Okay, so guys, welcome back. So this is our form schema, the post page. So what I did is go to this post folder and make sure you create a page.txx and make sure you're not using make sure this one is different. Okay, the only thing we need is to create a page.txx. So I will go through this code step by step and explain what this is doing. Okay, so first of all, we mark our file here to be used file because we're going to be interacting with some of interactivity, like using the use state to change some kind of state, okay, like this one, and use effect. And also you need a cn utils package, the one we created earlier, you need the CN for precedence, for adding multiple styles, we're doing some conditional render stuff. So you need it, and Zord, make sure you import Zord as I showed you guys earlier from the beginning. You need Zord. Also the formatter, I showed you guys this one, so we're going to do the format number. Also we need this JSON content from Tiptap React. Also we need a use form from our React form. If you don't know, you need to install this form as well, and the resolver from book for resolver / Zord. And also we need the use effect, and we need the use state. So first and first, we're going to define our schemas based on what we have here. As you can see, we have title, we have subtitle, we have description. Also we have to select a file, and also here to select an image, and also here we need our value to see. You can see this is what the formatter does. It gives you a very nice formatting styles. So that is what the format does, okay? And also if you come here as well, you can see we have some kind of extra validation right here. So that is what we're going to be needing this form schema for, which is currently coming from the z.object. So here we are defining the structure of how we want our inputs should be like. So over here we are saying the input of title should be of type of string. So if I come here, I can type of string. If I type string, it will accept it. And also if I type anything here and I try to submit it, it's going to give me an error because it's a type of what? String. And also it must be at least 3 characters. My bad, I said 1 right here, but you can give it 3, but for the sake of testing purpose, I just reduced it to 1 because I was just so tired of going back and forth with it. So I just need to ease my stress. So also this one should be 1. So the description should be of type string. The file should be of instance of file based. As well, if you don't like, you can do instance of file as well, and it will still work, but I prefer to use instance of file list. And instance of file list basically is for multiple files, but I choose this while I was trying to make it more dynamic, but I realized my main sole purpose of creating this was to use one file instead. So you can change this earlier on if you want to, and take it to another level. So here we are as well taking the instance of files right here. As you can see, I was using the instance of files and passing it is type to be of instance of files, and here we are returning just a file. Okay, so this is a file.length is greater than 0. That means if we select a file, then it's going to accept it. Else if we do not select a file, it's going to throw this images required and all of that cool stuff. And right here we have the ZE type form values, and there's something in the there's something inside the use form start that that has this form values as well. So I think they have something like that, but I don't. Let me check if it's form values. Or probably something here, or probably form fields, something like that. I don't know. Something like form field, something. I will check it out later, and I'll get back to you guys. But for now, we're using the form type of the type. We're declaring the type right here. If you like, you can do the if you like, you can write the interface, form value, and just do the but for now we are just using type right here, and it's type of z.infer type of form schema. So you can do this and it will still work. If you want to, you can do this and it will still work. And also, if you like, if you don't want to do it like this, if you don't want to do it like this, you can come down here. Here's it. Here, you can do the z.info. You can do the z.info. Then in here, you do the type of form schema. Form schema, like so, and okay, I need extra right here. So you can do like this, and it will still work. As you can see, it's not complaining. But for me to short everything to how I just want to structure it in a better way. So here, just so we can have these types. Okay. So here we are using the Zod resolver and we're passing it the form schema which we earlier undefined. And in here, the default values we're going to be accepting is the title, the description, and the subtitle, and also price in cents. Okay, so we're going to be needing some file ref because when we select an image right here, so say if we select an image right here, let me just click on this one. As you can see, it's going to, due to the file ref, it's going to make sure we have images selected and display them right here. Okay, so that is that for that. And the handle editor change, I'm going to close that up for now, and let me just go down a little bit. I walk you guys through how the form works. So here we are doing the post on daily dev, so that we have some h1 h2 with some custom with some text, right, and some styling as well as this. This is not based on styling. This is just for me to show you guys that you can as well be good at your styling and still be So here we having a grid, because while I was initially using this grid, I wanted to add in some kind of random images right here. As you are submitting a form, probably you're going to be having some slideshow of testimonies of people who have used this form platform and that kind of a thing. So that's why I gave it a grid colors on 2. So for now, on this first page, I'm just using the grid colors of 1. If I shrink this, as you can see, this is just the only column we have. Okay. So we're having an submit handler. We'll come back to this. Here we have a label with a title, which is this one. And it's having a HTML4 title right here, which matches this, but make sure this and this ID are the same. Okay, we're given a type of text and a placeholder. Also, we're using the React Hook Form Register plugin, which targets this title right here. And mind you, this title is hooked to this ID as well, so it's going to grab it knowing fully well, and it's type safe. As you can see, we have description, we have files, we have images, we have title, we have subtitle as well. Also, we're going to do the same thing for subtitle as well. Make sure they are all the same. Okay, if you are using the form action, and make sure you have a name attached to it. If the name should be subtitle, like so. Subtitle, like so. Make sure you have this. If you are using a form action, make sure you have this included. Okay. If you are using a form action, make sure that it's included. Like this one name to be title. Make sure the name is here. It will pick up this name and use it. Probably then you might not be using the register from from React hook form. So if you are using normal, if you're using normal or form action, make sure you have that name in there, okay? And if there's an error, it's going to get to the errors.title and errors.title the message, and then over here it's going to print out the message whatsoever that the error should be. As you can see, title must be at least one character, description must be at least one character, and also here price must be greater than 0. So it's going to push all this error based on the fact that it's being hooked to this ID, and also it's going to make sure it prints out all that. Make sure if it is something you want to learn, make sure you leave a comment, and I will go deep on the React hook form and make tutorial on separately on that, and you guys will enjoy it most. And also right here on this input, we want to make sure this one accepts types of zip files, SRT files, PDF, and docx, which is from what's called the Microsoft editor. That's Google Doc, and also that type of .txt, which is a plain file type. And we're going to register this to be of ID of the file, and name the register file.name to get the file name, okay? And now the ref, as you can see, remember we have this ref up here, which we kind of define. As you can see, we have file ref and image ref, okay? And here we are having the ref to register the file, okay? Just so we get hooked to the file.ref, okay? And we have the handle change, which we define here. Is a type of change event of HTML input element, and then we are saying the file ref, which is this .onChange. It's going to call the onChange and pass in the event parameter, which is self-type change event. So here we are going to grab just the first file, and if we grab the first file, set the file preview, which is the certified preview is of type of string, and set the type to be file.name. That's why if we click on this to let me grab any of these, as you can see, it's going to get the file preview because it's of type string, so it's going to grab it and set it here, else it's going to set it to null, which was the default state. So that is what the file, and also the same thing for what you call the image, okay? But in the image, we kind of, if we have the image, it's going to URL.create object URL, pass in the image file and set the image preview into this, set the same image into this, so it's going to display the image, okay? So the only difficult thing right here is the text editor, but for this I'll share the code on GitHub, so we don't want to waste much time on this project. But so here the next thing here is all this arrays of selected categories we are going to be allowing in our platform. So the categories on this one, as you can see, this thing is kind of mobile friendly as well. You can play around with this. If we added more of this, let me add more of this and save. As you can see, it's going to be much, as you can see. So it's kind of super friendly as well. You can select. The reason why it's selecting all of this is because the keys are the same. So I select this and it's also selecting, it won't allow me because I need to, so they are having the same keys because we're mapping through all of them. So let me undo those, because we are writing a logic like if it is included
then if any of this is included in the array, so it's going to think that the keys are the same because they're having the same name. Okay, so let's check this handy category select, which is this one. So first of all, set the error message to be null. So if this selected dot includes the category, because while we are here, as you can see, we are passing all of the category, which of the arrays of them, we're going to pass them into this undo category select. So if it includes any of them, then we're going to deselect that from the category list. So it's saying your set selected, and the selected of filter is going to take each of the category right here. It's going to check if it is not equal to this one that has been passed, so it's going to remove it. But if this item that we select is getting is greater than 2, so it's going to run this error. Else is going to set the previous ones that are there already and add to the list, because we already have some there, so it's going to keep adding. So but it mustn't be greater than 2, so that's why we have this logic right here. So here is the rich text editor. As you can see, we have so many stuff going on here. We can bold stuff, we can italicize stuff, and all of that cool stuff. And yeah, so let's go straight into that one. So down here we have our rich text Tiptap editor. It's a component created. As you can see, we have what's it called? Tiptap editor. Make sure you create a component. Make sure you have this Tiptap editor.css. So let's go dive into it and see what we have in there, and we'll explain again. Okay. First of all, make sure you mark it as use client. Okay. And the next thing you need to do is import the use editor content, and JSON content, all coming from at Tiptap React. And also make sure the starter kit from Tiptap at Tiptap/starter kit. Okay, and these ones you can be the one to import them, install them before you make use of them. Okay, and also this one as well, import image resize, and make sure they're coming from Tiptap extension resize image. And also you need the TP box. You need TPJS, because that TPJS is kind of this thing. So let me show you guys. So if you type something like this and you highlight this, as you can see, this stuff right here is the TP it's the TPJS stuff that's making this possible. So make sure you have it installed, and also the bubble menu. This bubble menu is the one responsible for the stuff. Is responsible for that stuff going on. This one. So the TPJS is just a tiny library responsible for, let me search it, TPJS. It's a tooltip. Okay, TPJS is a kind of a tooltip library. Okay, so I do not. I'm kind of thinking if I did use it somewhere, but along the line it's kind of complaining. I think if I promote UTP, this webpack actually exposes me, try adding a new declaration. So I think it's
having some problem, but I already made use of it and it's not complaining. So we're going to be having a menu bar as well from if you check, we have this menu bar component already, so we're going to make use of it as well. So we'll come back to this one and the bubble menu item as well. So we're going to declare some type editor content. Make sure we pass the content, which is something we are passing as you can see, we are passing content to the editor content. And where is this coming from? It's coming from the use state because we want to set some stuff into this object. Okay, so whatever we type in this editor, we want to store them into this editor content, and we're giving the type of JSON content, which is coming from JSON content. Okay, which is coming from Tiptap React. Okay, give it cast it to this type, so it's going to be expecting all of these types. Okay, so here in the editor content, we are passing the props of content to be of a JSON content or string. And the odd change is a function that accepts something which is of type of JSON content. So whatever we type is going to be inside of this. Okay, so here is the Tiptap editor taking the props content and editor unchange, which is of type of editor content. And here we are initializing a new editor, which is coming directly from Tiptap. So right here, editor props, if you want to change some styles from the editor, so this is what you will do. Editor props and the attribute and the class. So here are the class names I use for this editor. So if I change something like as you can see, it's having some PG stuff. Like if I change this one and reload, as you can see, it's going to change to this color. So you can customize how you want your editor to look like from here. So we're going to go to the extensions. The extensions are basically this whole stuff we import. They are all from Tiptap, so they are all properties of Tiptap, and you can use them alongside your editor. Make sure you check them out on the on the Tiptap documentation. So you can see you can search a lot of extensions right here. You can search for like each one heading. So as you can see, heading extensions. So you can play around with them. You can check the GitHub. You can check so many things. As you can see, you can check edit on GitHub, and you can check the CSS styling as well. And here is how you can install them. Okay. And over here we have the bubble menu and also the bubble menu bar and the bubble menu. So here is where we passed as you can see, I told you guys we are using the this props from the TP.js. Okay, so we are passing it giving a duration of 100 for it to come up, and with this bubble menu we are passing the editor props as well down there. So here we are customizing the button. Here we have this bubble menu, and the bubble menu basically is just for the what's it called we have for bold, we have italic, we have stripe through. So if I do this and as you can see, these are the bubble menu. So we can strike it. As you can see, it will strike. Okay, we can strike and unstrike it. Okay, so these are the bubble menu. We'll come into those later, but for now let's go to the menu bar. This is a menu bar. This one's right here is a menu bar. As you can see them, they are the menu bar. So these are all menu bar. As you can see, it has this toggle the boldness and all of that. So let's go to the menu bar. In here, inside the menu bar, we have the editor. From the editor, Tiptap React, we have the what they call the bold icon, and also we have the JS track. So coming from React icons, make sure you install the React icons, and the TBH1, the TB list tree, all of that. The basically what this TB tree does is this. Let me just do something. Let me type this, and as you can see, it's going to give it some bullet list. And if I go down here, as you can see, before it was not active. As you can see, it won't allow me. This one, it won't allow me. But if I give it the list and I typed in something here, as you can see, it has been active. If I click on it, it will shift this a little bit inward. If I go in there and hit it again, it will shift it a little bit inward, as you can see, making it a very custom, a very cool looking list tree. And you can type in, go in here and still hit it again, it will go a little bit further. So that's what this functionality does. So I'm just going to unconnect it and delete everything. So we have the export function menu bar, which we are using here, menu bar, and in here we are passing the editor props, which we got from here. We are passing it down to this menu bar. So in this menu bar, we're taking it as editor props. Make sure it's the type of editor come from Tiptap or React. Also in here we have a button. The first one is a bold icon, which is this one, and the second one is what's it called, italic, which is this one. So you can basically do a lot of this stuff, and it will work. So the only important thing we are using right here, we are using the editor props, which we passed. We're using it to check if it is active. If it is active, then give it this color. And on click of it, we are saying the editor.change the toggle bold and wrong. So that is basically what we are using the props we pass here for. As you can see, is just the same stuff going on over here. So nothing more special. Functionality is just minimal there. And also for the bubble menu here, what we are doing right here is this. So here we are importing the bubble menu plugin and bubble menu props from the Tiptap extension bubble menu, and React and use effect and use state. Okay, and we're giving it a type of optional with some generics. This you don't need to know much because they are basically TypeScript stuff. So if you don't want to use them, that's okay. You can still write your code and it will still work normally. So here is the bubble menu. I'm taking the props of bubble menu props, which is it's kind of omitting some the plugin key, the element, because if you use Tiptap a lot, if you come to the Tiptap website, you're going to see some element stuff. Let's see, element instance of here. So you're going to see we have this, as you can see, we're going to see this element. So what is doing is omitting this elements properties from the editor, and then some of them as well. And the element right here is storing it as HTML. Is more like turning it into a HTML is like he wants to do, or like we want to do our own customization right here. Okay, so if there's no element, it's going to return more like what's it called, a ref. So if the props editor that is destroyed, or is the current editor that is destroyed, then return. That means if we are no longer mounted. So on this state right now we are kind of mounted, like, but at the state of loading it is not mounted. Okay, so the plugin right here, plugin equals to bubble menu, then the bubble the editor TP options equals to an empty object and update delay. These are all the props that is kind of getting from the props right down here. So if there is no menu editor, and it's going to console log those kind of warning, and now it's going to like set all the bubble menu plugin, like update delay and editor menu. It's going to pass this menu editor, which is an instance of editor. It's going to pass it there, and also the element one, which we got here from the HTML div element, is going to pass them all and register them into this plugin, because in any editor you have to register some plugins. Okay, so it's going to return all of these as well. So that's it for this bubble menu right here. So as you can see, it's not that hard. So on this one, that is all you need, and when you upload a file from all of these, it will just work exactly as it is. I don't want to go much into details because it will be a very long video. So the next thing we need to do here is add what's it called, our submit the post to our backend. Okay, so what we need to do is go to handle submit. On submit, we pass in the submit here, and as you can see, if they selected, making sure we select something. If it's not selected, then it's going to throw an error message. So we're using the form data to get all our inputs, getting the title, subtitle, description, and price. And for the files, it's going to be coming from data, this one, because you see we're getting data.files, because these are all form stuff, so it's going to use the form to append. But we're not using the form for this one, so it's a little bit different how we are going to select our file. So first of all, we're going to check if there's a file, then it's going to grab it, but if there's no file, it's not going to work that way. So form data.append we're not, the reason why I say, because we're not just going to give it append like this. So what if we do not select a file? So that would be a problem. Okay, so that's why I'm using it this way. And then for the categories, so we're going to select for each of the category, and the index is going to append all of those categories and the indexes right here. But the most important thing is this one, so make sure you just append the category of each of the selected category, so it will send alongside the form. So the cool thing right here, we're going to be sending it to this add post right here. So if we go back to our actions, this one, and go back to the actions here, if we come to our post, as you can see, it will submit to this add post function. So let me just grab it and I'll explain. And them. So let me just grab it, grab some of this one. Okay, so let's come down here, let's close this sidebar, and let's close this one. So let me paste this and I'll explain in a second. So here I was doing a check for all of the instances whereby we select multiple files. Then I realized I just needed one actually. So let's come here. So here we're accepting the form data right here. So extract and validate basic form field. So here I'm getting the title, I'm getting the description, our string, all the old basic thing we submitted from the so this one is just giving that error because of the the TP option, but it's working nice. That's like a TypeScript thing. So right here it's complaining. Let me just it's complaining that the add post is not imported. So let me just add it so that we call it straight right here, but I'm going to comment that one out. As you can see, it's no longer complaining. So let's go back to or let me go back and uncomment it, so it's no longer complaining. So the first thing, we are getting all of this from the file form data, and from the file we are getting all the files as file. Also as getting the image from the data get.image, we are getting all the content string, the subtitle. I think this should be content string is the other one. Why is it complaining? We're already good with this stuff. Add posts. Was not found a measure. Did you need to import delete post? Oh, export, no, that's true. Delete post. Oh, so I think it is complaining because we. Wait a minute. Did we delete any of this? No. Everything is super cool. Okay, I just needed to save this side. So we're getting all of these, and for the categories, we are getting these categories, and each of them is going to have keys and values. So we are, as you can see, everything's good. So the category is going to be a type of arrays of string of arrays. And first of all, we know these categories, they are going to be of these ones. We're going to get like two of these ones, and we're going to push them into this categories data. So for const key and value of form data does entries with keys, they'll start with categories, and make sure when we are submitting this form, we have the what's it called? The category. As you can see, we're having categories. This is like the keys, and right here is checking if we start with these categories. Okay, the categories that push the value as string. We are pushing each of these value gotten, and here is the key. Okay, because when we send it here, we are sending categories alongside its indexes. Okay, maybe categories 1, categories 2, categories 3, and also the category can be Next.js, can be a framework. Okay, so we are sending it right along this data here. So here we want to store these files because we're not using any any cloud storage to store our images and files. We are doing it directly into our local machine. So we are saying await fs.make directory. We're making a directory of products. So it's going to make a directory products. If I collapse all of this, so it's going to make this directory called products here. And in there is going to recursive to keep storing files. It's going to be true. Const5 path product slash crypto.random UID, just to generate some random UID, and also alongside the file name, maybe product slash 14567, then dash, then maybe YouTube .zip, stuff like that. So it's going to create that part into this product, and it's going to write into that file, the whatever file we got. So buffer.from, this one creates some chunks of some chunks of raw data. It's like some blob. It's going to write them in form of binary way and transform them into read them into a meaningful file, because if we don't do this, it's not going to work like like you guys, any of you may think that it will work. So we're going to do the same for the images. So we are storing this one inside the public folder, which is public, and the image part, which we created right here. And also we're going to buffer the from image array buffer. So like that, we're going to create that all of it into our database. So the categories, we're going to stringify them into our database, because while we're creating the database, we said our category is going to be of type of string. So if I go to our Prisma, if I go to our product, you see the category is a type of string. So make sure it's a type of string, and over there we stringify them in there, so it will be of type of string. And also the content is going to be of content of string, so it's available by default. Once the admin post up, it's going to be of false. Okay, so that is that for how to create the file. So if we go back to the, as you can see, you can do all of this and choose a file. Okay, and choose an image. I think I'm going to pick one of this one, or pick this one. As you can see, it has an image, how much you want to sell it. So I sell it $5, Adobe and Framer. And for this one, we can copy all of this code. It does support code as well, as you can see. I'm going to hit the submit. So with that being done, it will take us to this home page, as you can see. And because we render this home page, okay. So if I go to the /admin, hit enter. I know our admin needs to have some, have some validation, login, all that kind of stuff. I know. So here it has this validation. It has this new post. As you can see, I sold it for $5. Okay. And we can deactivate it, and we can delete it as well. And let me just, as you can see, we deleted it. The reason why it wasn't deleting for the first time was because those files were never in the, as you can see, as it deleted it, it removes plus that file. I will have shown you guys after I uploaded it, there was a file attached to it, but after I deleted it, it removes the file. So as you can see, everything is going smoothly, and it all works well and great. And also, if you come to this place, you're going to see all of our posts of our beautiful creations all over here. So it's all that simple. And for the final part is that I'm going to be leaving the source code of this one and my GitHub, so you guys can grab it. Well, with that, I think this should be the end of the tutorial, and I hope to see you guys